Hey, welcome to first episode of Iron Nose with Coach Sam. I am Coach Sam Williams, and check this out. I am outside of the Morgan Park Alumni House, where today the Morgan Park baseball program will be hosting their Meet the Players Day. I am so looking forward to getting a chance to meet this program. More importantly, look forward to my interview with Coach Decarius Chapman, also known as Coach DC, and start talking with some of these moms because you know what, Morgan Park, they known for they take care of their boys. I'm gonna just say that. And then last but not least, we got to talk to the players. So when I come back, we're going to have a few interviews. We're going to see a little bit of footage of what's going on here today. But got to go ahead and take a quick break so you can go ahead and see one of our newest
Hi, I'm
sponsors.
Dr. Tashina Briggs. I'm the CEO and founder of H&H Higher Education Services. We help families and students navigate college, career, and life skills with personalized, clear support. We've come across many first generation and under resourced families that are left to figure out this journey on their own. H&H fills the gap through hands on, culturally responsive programming. This includes ACT prep, scholarship coaching, career exploration, and mentoring. We partner with libraries, schools, colleges, and community organizations to deliver programs that deliver real outcomes. We're ready to scale our impact and reach more students who deserve a clear path forward. Thank you.
All right, so I am here with senior outfielder Jaquay Lewis. First of all, welcome back to the Classic. Is this your first ever Classic?
Nah.
Okay, so welcome back then.
Yes, sir.
So let's get right into it. You guys last year had a pretty impressive showing. You know, you guys, unfortunately, you lost to Simeon late in the playoffs. What is something that you noticed in this program this year that's going to make sure that you guys are prepared for this upcoming season?
I just see, we got a good group of guys, that's locked in, and we all know our roles, our jobs. We just gotta come in, put the work in every day, and the results gonna show.
So you guys, are going to be opening up your season this year against Evergreen Park.
Yeah.
What is the anticipation, and what are you looking forward to? You guys, first game is March 16th or something like that?
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to just for that very first game of the season? Because I know when I played, that first game was the most important because that was the one that was going to set the tone. So what are you looking forward to this first game?
I'm just looking forward to, coming out the win. Of course, it's gonna kick off the season for sure. Mustangs versus Mustangs, so we got to come out on top.
For sure.
And we play them first game almost every year, so it's a good little rivalry we got going on with them, I say. And I recently beat them in basketball this year, so it'd be good to get them again for sure. Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and talk about some of your teammates. All right.
Sure.
Game on the line.
Yeah.
Bottom 7. Got a runner on second. 2 outs. Who you want at the plate at that moment?
I'm gonna go one of our veterans, Gabriel Mirez, right there.
Okay, why?
He got a lot of varsity experience. Me and him, we been playing on varsity since we was freshmen. So, knowing he gonna come in locked in that moment, I gotta go with my guy for sure.
Okay, let's change the scenario. Now you got bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 7.
Yeah.
All right, and you guys need to close the door. Who you closing out the game with?
I'm gonna go with my guy Miguel Villegas. That's a known friend. We've been playing with each other over the summer. He just transferred. He just transferred this year from Lindblom. So I know him coming in at the end of the game. He gonna get the job done. I don't even gotta worry about him choking up or nothing. He ready for the moment every time.
So you guys have had an opportunity going into your second year now playing for Coach DC. What has it been like, your experience playing for Coach DC these last couple of years?
It's just a great experience, knowing that he was once in our shoes, being an alumni, playing for our former Coach Radcliffe, so it's just good knowing that we got a coach that's got experience and knows what he's talking about. And, he was an AC kid like I was an AC kid. So, I really look up to him for sure. So it's good having him as a coach, second year coach at that. So it's going to be a movie.
So, let me get let's talk pregame now.
Yeah.
All right. For the game, who you listening to?
I gotta listen to some young boy give me turn for sure. Yeah.
You don't have nobody else?
Not really.
I'm joking.
Really,
I've learned as a coach in the last 4 years that everybody loves young boy.
Yeah.
I guess, but whatever. Pregame meal.
Pregame meal. Always go good with some carbs, some pasta, a little bread, but on the other side, I go I-57. Some calm.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with no I-57, man. You can smell it off the expressway. I understand.
Yes,
shout out to them. Hey, we need a deal. Shout out. Hey, holla at these kids in Morgan Park.
Right down the street.
Right, exactly. Y'all, hey, support your boys down here. Last question. You got your season swag together yet, man?
For sure. I always gotta look good, play good, feel good. So I gotta be icy on the field, man.
All right, man. Hey, I look forward to seeing you guys play. I'm gonna be looking for you now in dead center, making sure that you put together out there, not just on your play, but I need to make sure you put together all the way.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jaquay, appreciate your time, man. Look forward to seeing you play this season. And you guys make sure, hey, I-57, holla at these kids, man. Hey, they don't need a whole lot. Just get them a small rib tip and
little wings, nothing crazy.
Tell them your order. What's your okay? You know what? What's your order?
I'll use 7-piece wing with the fries and bread. Nothing crazy.
Got to have the bread. That bread sit at the bottom of that food and it get all fried.
And get soaked. All
right, we
I ain't gonna harp on that.
We done. Hey, Jaquay, appreciate your time, man. Look forward to seeing you this season, man. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon with you guys today, man. Yes, sir. So, Coach Sam is here with Miguel Villegas, third baseman, senior for Morgan Park. First of all, this is you're coming into this season. This is your first year with Morgan Park. What is it? How's this transition been for you? Coming in, you're a brand new guy, having to ingratiate yourself in a brand new program. How have the guys been towards you?
It might be my first year, but I've been around these guys for a long time already. So they all treat me with love, treat me with respect. I got to be a leader for them as a senior. So there's a brotherhood around here.
So you come in this season, you're playing for Coach DC. Talk about Coach DC and the impact that he's had on your career at Morgan Park thus far.
DC, one of the best coaches I've ever had. He works with you individually. He looks out for you, checks on you. He's bigger than the coach. He's my best friend on the field.
For sure. Oh, man. Hey, but did we make you run when you mess up?
Of course.
All right, so y'all not friends like that then. No, I'm kidding. So, third base. I've been in this debate with people for the last couple hours prior to me getting here with you all. I think third base is the hardest position on the field. What do you think?
I don't think so. I think catching the hardest position on the field.
Why is that?
There's a lot comes with it. You got to block. You got to be on your paws. You got to be on your knees almost every play. you got to be everywhere at some point.
Okay. Well, speaking to a third baseman and a catcher, I can respect that. I still think third base, if y'all didn't see, y'all better look at Manny Machado. That boy different.
Oh, yeah.
And he can do stuff ain't nobody else done it, except for me. I've done it, I'm sure. But no, all joking aside, though. So you guys are coming into this upcoming season with a lot of expectations. Start off with Evergreen Park, and then it's going to be a couple weeks between that game and the Chicago High School Classic. What is the game plan for you going into this upcoming season and what you need to do to be prepared for Evergreen Park?
Stay calm, be a leader. Lead these guys to victory, keep them pushing. If they down, a lot goes in. Keep the bond strong between all of us.
All you players out there, y'all need to hear this because that's how you build a program. Yeah. So let me just ask, where did you get these values from? I mean, you're speaking very highly about, the moral part of the game. Yeah. Where did you get these values and who instilled them in you?
To be honest with you, probably my pops.
Okay.
He was a coach. He always told me I got to be a leader. And me being a leader, me being as small as I am, I got to work twice as hard. So if I'm working twice hard, I want to make sure everybody around me working twice hard. So I got to, my pops.
Okay. Shout out to the dads because again, these dads introduced us to the game more times than I know my dad did. So, shout out to him. Now I gotta ask you the same thing I asked everybody else. Game on the line. Who you want at the plate to bring in the winning run?
Just it.
Just a hit. Once you got one at bat. Bottom 7, bases low. No, it's too easy. Man on second, 2 outs. Who's the person that you want to see at the plate?
One don't matter one to wait, but if I had to pick one guy, going with Jackway Lewis. Seen him do it multiple times in the summer. I know he'd get the job done.
Okay. And then gotta close the game out. Who you having to close the game out? Bases loaded, 2 outs.
I'm gonna have to call him myself.
Okay. And why?
I mean, I get up there, get the job done, throw strikes. I know I get that out.
Okay. So now I gotta ask you, what we gonna see on the field, man? Well, we got a couple weeks before the first game. What we gonna see on the field from you?
I've been having my stuff ready for a good minute now.
Had to make sure everything he asked for was in stock. I understand for sure. So pregame meal, what you eating before the game?
Oh, nothing heavy. Give me some crackers with chicken salad.
Oh, hey, that's a good, nice, clean meal. I like that. Who you listening to?
Gotta go, my boy, young boy. Or I'll give you nothing.
Okay, give me somebody else. Come on.
Or Boogie.
I don't know who that is. He sounds very young. I don't know who that is. But okay, cool. And then the last thing, if there's one thing the game of baseball has taught you, from the start, when you very first started to where you are now, what is the one thing that baseball has taught you?
It doesn't just baseball, it's also life. You can't have success if you can't handle failure.
Okay.
So
okay. Well, Miguel, this was a very introspective interview, I must say. So I appreciate your time. Good luck to you this season. And I look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks against Evergreen, man. Good luck to you.
Look forward.
All right. And you guys make sure you check them out. What's your Instagram?
They love Don Miggy.
All right. Y'all make sure y'all follow him, and we'll be back in a moment. I got to go ahead and talk to a sponsor real quick. So I-57, I'm still on y'all heels. We need that. All right. We'll be back in a moment. All right. So Coach Sam is sitting here with senior catcher Gabriel Ramirez. Gabe, for real, good to finally have this opportunity to sit down and talk with you. I met you at the Double Duty Classic last summer. Talk about that experience really quick, just for those who don't know about the Double Duty Classic that's held at Rate Stadium every single season. You got a chance to play in that last year. Talk about your experience there.
Yeah, the Double Duty Classic was definitely a new experience. It's definitely put you in the life of a pro athlete. We got to the field one. We went through the metal detectors all as a team. We got off a bus all as a team. We went in there. We took a shower together. We was not like that.
All right.
We took but it's professional. As a team, you do everything together. Y'all eat together. Y'all don't sleep together, but y'all do everything together on the field. We took pictures. We got our little video around the it was a little video. We went outside. We played. The field pregame was magnificent. Like the background, the sun of the field. We got our name on the jumbotron. Everything was great.
Baseball guys was on y'all side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They made it a movie.
Yeah, for sure. So and that was, like I said, that was the first time we met. I got a chance to see you and meet you in the dugout. But then I got a chance to, see you a couple other times throughout, leading up to this point now. So last season, talked to coach and a couple of your teammates, and we talked about, how last season ended. What did last season's ending do for you motivation-wise to get you prepared for this season?
Last season taught me that we can compete with anybody. Even though we lost to Simeon.
Tough.
It's not tough, sir. It's not tough. Even though we lost to Simeon, it taught us that we need to play together, because in them last few innings, the energy was like off the charts. Like if y'all play Madden, we had 5 stadium posts. It was great. It taught us that if we stay together, we could beat anybody.
For sure. So you know what? We got a little bit of a little chuckle and a laugh about that last little part. So you've been here you've been a part of the Simeon Morgan Park rivalry. And for those who don't know, you guys are not very far from each other. You all share Vincennes, and every year you have the Battle of Vincennes. Talk about that rivalry just between you two schools, and what that's done for you guys as far as your program is concerned, and how do you get hyped up for it? Because I know when I was in high school, shout out to Hillcrest and that other school down Pulaski, Bremen, whatever. Still can't stand them 20 years later, but nonetheless, how does that rivalry? How do you get up for games like that?
It's not the fact that how do you get up, it's how do you go to sleep. Them games is
Boy, spitting.
them games is what you look forward to. They got a great group of guys over there. We got a great group of guys over here. We've all known each other in Chicago. It's not a real big city. We all from the same area. Some of us played for JRW, so we know each other. We've been around each other since we was little kids. So it's always fun going to battle with our guys though. But during the season, we don't know them.
That's fair. I still don't know the kids from Bremen, so it is okay. So this season, you're poised to have a big season individually. What are some things that you've worked on in the off season to get you ready for your senior year?
Some of the stuff I worked on in the off season is framing for sure, because it's CPS. If you make it look good, they're gonna call it a strike. especially if it look good. Bunting, I worked on bunting a lot, and then hitting the high pitch and the low curveball.
Okay, so you didn't fix pretty much all of the big weaknesses that a lot of high school players have, is hitting that ball that's supposed to be in the dirt and catching that ball that's at the chest. Sure. So that's, hey, y'all didn't hear that though. So hey, y'all make sure y'all throw a belt high for him. No, I'm just trying to see some fireworks, man.
Belt high, Mike.
Just want to see some fireworks or something. But so you guys are going into your 2026 season, like you guys are opening up against Evergreen. What is some expectations that you have of your teammates this upcoming year?
This upcoming year, I think we should average 7 hits a game. Like, we had everybody in our lineup get hit from top to bottom.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess then I'm gonna ask you this then. Game on the line. You need a game-winning hit. Who you calling up?
You said a game-winning hit?
Game-winning hit. Who bringing the game in?
Aiden Gout. Okay,
talk about him.
It ain't much to say. He our walk-off king. He got 2 walk-offs already.
Okay. 2 already. Okay. And the season haven't even started yet. No, I'm joking. Okay. And then you have you gotta slam the door on the team. It's Simeon at Morgan Park. You gotta slam the door on them guys. Who you putting on the mound to end the game?
You said a mound?
On the mound.
Keenan Harrell.
Okay. And why?
That's our guy. That's our ace. He can start and finish the game.
So y'all don't even need no closer. He the starter and the finisher.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well then, hey, I don't need to ask some more questions about that part. So then I'm gonna ask you this now. You got your outfit, you got your drip ready, for game 1.
Yes, sir. Just look out for that cleat game.
Oh, we gonna check his feet. We gonna see what's on the feet. So I'm gonna be at that game, and I'm gonna be looking.
Yeah.
So don't disappoint me.
You're not gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be like, who's that?
No, I know who you are. I just need to know. Hey, I'm gonna be looking at the feet. I just know that much. But hey, one more question, and then I'm gonna let you go. You guys have the most amazing parental fan base that I've seen as a coach, and I'm not saying that because they're standing all around me and stuff. But no, seriously, you guys have an amazing group of parents. You guys have a lot of support, and let's be real, a lot of schools, when you go to their games, they don't have very many parents out there. How does it feel knowing that everywhere you go, especially when you play on April 4th, that you're gonna have all of these people out here to support you?
It feels great. Everybody needs support, but ain't nobody parents coming like our parents.
I know.
Like, we repack the stadium out. When we playing, everybody invite their whole family. Their whole family show up to the game. It's like I said, the stadium post. But when it's us, the other team got the stadium post.
Okay.
Ain't nobody parents like our parents.
That is absolutely a fact. Well, hey, Gabe, I just want to say good luck this season. Enjoy the rest of your time with your teammates today. This is an amazing event that you guys invited me to. So, hey, let these people know where they can find you, man. What's your Instagram?
Catching Greatness, Catching.Greatness.
Okay. Well, y'all make sure y'all follow Gabriel. And I gotta make sure. Hey, where'd Jaquay at? Come here, man. Because I forgot to make sure get your shout out here, man.
Oh, for sure. JL1 winning on Instagram, Twitter.
All right, for sure. Well, guys, appreciate your time, man, and enjoy the rest of your time with your guys, man. Look forward to seeing you this season.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Give me a fist bump. There we go. All right. All right, Coach Sam is here. I knows I am here. You guys don't understand what it took to get to this point. I am with Dakarius Chapman, the head coach of Morgan Park, but I'm not gonna call him that the rest of this interview. It's just Coach DC from this point on. First of all, Coach DC, appreciate you for allowing me to be here with you guys. In case like you all don't know, I am here for the Morgan Park Baseball Meet the Player and Alum event. So first of all, appreciate you for allowing me to be here.
Of course, anytime.
So we'll just jump right into it. You're an alum, graduated, played ball here, went off and had a pretty good college baseball career at Kentucky State, correct?
Yes, sir.
And shout out to his frat because he be posting that type of stuff on his personal page. Tell people who it is.
I am a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
All right, man. Say less, man. Hey, in case y'all kids decide to go off to college, hey, if y'all looking for an alpha to talk to, holla at this guy. But no, let's jump back into it. So you're an alum. This is your second year in the program as the head coach. What does it mean to you first of all, what was the experience like in that moment, like when you found out that you were going to take over the program?
The moment was very surreal for me because when you look back at like graduating in 2019 and having such a quick turnaround to take over this program, it means a lot to me.
So you were kind of, you've been pushed along and, you had guys in your corner for a long time. And one of those coaches, especially, same coach that was instrumental into my career has been as instrumental as yours. And that's Coach Ernest Radcliffe. Talk about the relationship that you have with him and how he's been kind of giving you guidance and helping you along the way in your coaching journey.
Coach Radcliffe has been very instrumental in my coaching journey because one, it started with being the father figure, and the second part of that being my coach for so long. So him always having that drive to push us to become better players, and not just better players, but better men, also helps me do the same thing.
So let's get right into some baseball stuff now.
Okay.
We done got the personals out. Let's get into the baseball stuff. So last year, your first year, you guys had a pretty solid regular season, but you guys turned it up in the playoffs. What's the difference between this year's program that you're seeing compared to what you guys did last year?
This year, I think we're a lot more prepared. I think this team is a little more disciplined than the team I had last year, and this team is a little more hungrier as well.
So, guys, unfortunately, you guys lost to Simeon, which ended your city run. One thing I can honestly say about your program, you guys are very well coached. I mean, that's obviously a testament to you. But more so than anything, what I've noticed with your program last year, what I'm looking forward to seeing this season is how do you all bounce back off of those close losses? And more importantly, how you guys are going to show in the big crowd when you guys return back to the Chicago High School Baseball Classic. Let's talk about that. You guys weren't in the Classic last season, and we had a lot of parents, okay, specifically on my back, asking, hey coach, what happened? Why aren't we in the Classic? And we got to get back. So now you guys are back. What is the expectation that you have for your program on that stage?
On that stage, the expectation I have for my program is to, one, play the game with pride. We always play the game very prideful. We play for the name on the front of our jerseys. We don't play for the name on the back. That's why we don't get names on the back. So in that moment, I want my guys to show that we play the game hard in the right way.
So the season isn't just about the High School Classic. Just wanted to get that out there first because the High School Classic is April 4th at Ozinga in Crestwood, Illinois, in case y'all don't know. Just had to put that out there. But you guys have an entire season ahead of you. Let's talk about some of those players that you're looking forward to seeing step up in a big way, and some that, took a big leap from last year to this season. Talk about some of those guys.
So I'm looking for Kenan Harrell to lead the staff. Last year he had moments in the season where he was our number one guy, and sometimes he battled a lot of adversity. So I'm looking for him to grow as a player as well as a young man. I'm looking for my young guy, Gabriel Toussaint, to take a big leap. He played second a lot last year. We're looking for him to step up and be the everyday shortstop. And my last guy that I'm looking forward to would be Raytheon Roberson, because he was a freshman who got a lot of playing time, which isn't really traditional in our program. So I'm really looking forward to him stepping up and being an everyday starter.
So you guys open up the season in a couple of weeks. Actually, was it less than 10 days from this? They're going to be opening up against Evergreen Park, and I just want to let you guys know that I'm looking forward. That's actually the first game of the season I'm going to be attending. Of all the 2026 season, I will be attending Morgan Park and Evergreen Park game. What is the game plan going into this upcoming season? And more importantly, what's the game plan going into this first game?
So the game plan going into this first game is to throw strikes and get outs, because last year the adjustment we needed to make was getting ahead early. Last year when we played them, we kind of got behind too early in the game, and that kind of swung the momentum into Evergreen Park's favor. So what we want to try to do is keep the momentum on our side, keep our bats going, and making sure we're getting our offense into the box as quick as they can, not having the defense out there for too long. But our season outlook is to play the game the right way and play the game clean. We want to minimize errors and play the best defense we can, because we don't know when the bats are going to show up. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. And that just goes into the competition we'll be facing this year. So we need to control our defense for sure. We can always control that.
So I want to talk about something a little bit more than just the actual baseball program. Like I said in the beginning, you know, these baseball moms and the parents, the support that you have from Morgan Park's alum is crazy. And if you know anything about Chicago high school sports, you know, no matter what sport it is, Morgan Park's parents are going to show up whatever season it is. How important have the parents and the alums been for your growth as a coach, and not only just your growth as a coach, but just the influence in the entire program?
It's been tremendous, because being such a young coach, a lot of these parents trust me a lot more than they would trust anybody else at my age in this position. So their support is tremendous. I love it. I appreciate it, because the players always look into that as well. So if the players' parents don't support the coach, then of course the players won't support the coach. So that goes a long way when it comes to developing these kids and trusting what I'm saying, as opposed to listening to other people.
So I'm gonna wrap up by asking you this last question. I noticed you last season on the field. The shoes, man. So we what we doing this season, man? We gonna break out a new pair, or what we doing, man? What we putting on the feet this year, man?
Yeah, we'll have a different rotation this year. Some of the same stuff I wore last year, but I'm gonna add some new stuff as well. I like to show my personality a little bit with my feet.
Hey, man, and I saw him out there. I was like, this brother he's super from Chicago with the mismatched sneakers on, man. But I can't get mad at it, man. It's right. That's what makes us who we are as coaches. Indeed. That's what makes us who we are as, you know, being black in the game of baseball. It's 100%. About our personality and letting it show. Yes. But Coach DC, because I'm not going to try to do the first name thing all over again. It took a while to get here. DC, I appreciate everything that you're doing for the program. It's good to see that there's another big time program here in the city of Chicago. I want to just wish you and your players the best of luck this season, and more importantly, look forward to seeing y'all on April 4th, 2026 at the Super Bowl of high school baseball. We'll see you guys there. You guys are lining up against East St. Louis High School. So just want to like I said, just give you your flowers right now. And then we'll revisit this in 10 years when I see you pulling out some city championships, man. But, hey, this is Coach DC. Appreciate your time, bro.
Thank you as well.
All right, so I am here with Sente Taylor, one of those moms I talked about. The mom from Morgan Park. First of all, I just got to give you your flowers, just in terms of you represent so many moms. I know my mom was with me a lot during my journey, not even just my journey in baseball, but just everything I've ever wanted to do. And to see that, you know, I'm not going to call you the face, because of course you're the one that I've seen the most, but just knowing that how you stand up for these kids, and not even just these kids, how you stand up for the entire Morgan Park alums and the entire program, I got to give you your respect for that, because that's why we're sitting down today.
I definitely appreciate it. You know, I'm not even from the south side of Chicago. I'm from out west. So for me, Morgan Park became like a family. Okay. It became like a home, because my son did start out with the show. We trained under Radcliffe and did everything else. So when I met these group of boys and all these coaches, other moms, it was just like, this is family. So I'm gonna stand 10 toes down for them.
Absolutely, and you have been, because you've been stepping 10 toes down on my back ever since the first
Every
time I
last
met
one.
you.
Every last one.
But you know what? So as a parent and just seeing this group of young men and the work that they've put in the last couple years, and now they're back into the Chicago High School Classic, how has it been just to see it as a parent and just to see how well these boys are thriving?
As a parent, I'm excited, because this will be my son's first year in the Classic. This will be a couple of other guys' first year in the Classic. So it's good for them to be able to get out there and show their talent, because we have underage boys. Mm-hmm. And because we have underage boys, a lot of other coaches don't know our kids. So now they get a chance, they get to get out there and shine, to show their talent in front of everybody else. I've been to the Classic a couple of times when MP was in it, and when they weren't in it, I still came out to support. Mm-hmm. So now we just got to get out there and do our thing.
And so let me just ask you, you come from seeing Coach, you have a relationship with Coach Ernest Radcliffe, but yes, now you have in your second season here with Coach DC. What is it about Coach DC that you can appreciate about him and how he's leading these young men?
He's amazing. He's going to tell it like it is. If we right, we wrong. We're going to bump heads. We're going to do everything that we possibly can, but at the end of the day, it's about these boys. And he's going to stand 10 toes down for each and every one of these boys that's on this team. And if I got to help him fight, we all going to fight.
Hey, and fight they will. I ain't worried. Hey, this a group of folks y'all don't want to mess with. I'm just being honest.
Y'all ran up on them and pulled them and asked about us.
So you guys, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's address that right now. You all last season felt that you all should have been in the Chicago High School Classic, and this year you guys are back. How does it feel to know that your boys, I'm not even gonna call them boys, these young men, how does it feel to know that these young men have their spot back in the Chicago High School Classic, and what are you looking forward to as a parent?
So, we were kind of okay with not being in the class, to be honest with you. We did have a few parents that was really upset, that was really fighting for us to get back into it. And this is just my honest opinion, Dan. If we didn't, if we weren't in it, we would have been okay with it. We still came out of support. But now that we have our time to get back in there, we just got to show up and show out. That's all we can do.
Absolutely.
Everybody expected Morgan Park to lose. Everybody expected Morgan Park to come and fail yet again. So all we can do is just put our mouth and get on that field and just play.
Well, just so we clear, when I made my prediction, everybody that's in this room should have heard. I did predict Morgan Park was going to beat East St. Louis. So y'all have my unwavering support no matter what.
We appreciate it. We just want Morgan Park to get that same recognition just like everybody else. Half of the time it's like Morgan Park against everybody. As long as I've been around the show and everything else, I never heard any of the coaches. It's always been like from Kenwood to Simeon to HF. Everybody has nothing but bad things to say about MP. And like I say, I'm not from this side of the town. So for me, it's like coming in and seeing all these different rivals in different schools. Well, I never came from none of this stuff.
Shout out to 290, by the way.
290. So for me, it's just like when I came to MP, I was like, dang, why everybody hate MP?
So, I'm glad you bring that up. So let's talk about it. You're a parent. And let's take baseball completely out of the equation. You have a son that is a student at Morgan Park.
Yes.
Talk about how Morgan Park has been influential and has forget that. Morgan Park has, whatever reputation. So I'm going to allow you right now that space to just let people know what type of school Morgan Park is so people can stop talking crazy about Morgan Park because...
See, I just think it's the sports they talk crazy about.
Nah, it's okay.
Because MP is an amazing school. The IB program, the teachers, every last one of the boys that got up here, they spoke very well.
Absolutely.
And it's all because of the teachers. It's all because of the trainer that they have, the parents and everything else that comes along with it. Almost every last boy that's on the baseball team is in the IB program.
Okay, so for those who don't know, what is the IB program?
What is it? International Baccalaureate Program.
Okay, so it's knowing that these young men have all of these opportunities in front of them. What is the one thing that you want to tell anybody who has anything negative to say about Morgan Park? Not even just in sports, because the last time Hillcrest played Morgan Park, I think we ain't gonna get into that. But Last, let's talk about, let's put it all to bed. If you can let people know about Morgan Park, what would you tell them?
It's an amazing school. It's an amazing program. It's an amazing family. Everything about the school, I have nothing negative to say. And I'm happy that I drive from 290 all the way to Vincennes, the best school, to make sure that my son get the best education. Absolutely. And baseball plays a part right along with it.
Absolutely. Well, Sante, I appreciate you sitting down and talking with me, and appreciate you for, just making sure that your boys were very well taken care of, and making sure that they get right back on the rightful stage where they belong.
And I appreciate you for coming out.
Oh,
you said you was going to come, and I definitely appreciate you for coming and talking to the guys and getting to know each one of them. Well,
that's what we do. Shout out to Black Baseball Media for, having the event again, April 4th. 2026 at Ozinga, the Super Bowl of high school baseball.
Be there.
Hey, be there. Beat me there. Matter of fact, it's gonna be hard to beat me there, but try to beat me there if you can. But more so than anything, Santana, like I said, I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything that you're doing, not just for Morgan Park baseball, but what you are doing as a mom and how things are going in the city of Chicago and how we're trying to put the game of baseball on a national map. So I appreciate your contribution to that.
No problem.
And with that being said, we're going to do one more commercial, and then we're going to end with a music video. So, hey, we'll see you all in a little bit.
Wait, but you ain't asked me what my music I listen to.
Okay, well then fine then. Then fine then. All right, you know what then? If you want to, all right then, you know what? I got a couple more minutes. Who you listening to?
I'm listening to Kanye.
I love it. Okay, what's your favorite album?
Every last one except, the last three. The last three kind of been like crazy, but
we still love you, Ye.
I still do.
We still love the music.
I like the crazy, sing.
You say he back on this meds.
He a Gemini. That's what we do.
Shout out to the Geminis out there.
Thank you.
And so, all right, pregame mid, what you making for your son? First of all, tell the people who your son is.
So my son is Rayfion. We call him Ray Ray. He's number 7.
Okay.
So his pregame meal, usually it's a protein shake, bananas, oatmeal, protein powder.
Okay.
Peanut butter.
Let's take a quick moment, real quick, and then we'll end it from there.
Okay.
Seeing your son, seeing Ray Ray on the field, how does it feel as a mom to just see him thriving and being happy in what he's doing?
It makes me proud because my son is a freshman. Well, he's a sophomore now, but he was a freshman last year. And he was the only freshman that was on the team that actually got a chance to hit the field. And he always played up with the older guys and the bigger guys. So for me to see my kid get out there to do the little things, I'm always shocked and amazed at how far he have came.
Well, with that being said, Sante, again, we'll do this one more time. I appreciate you.
No problem.
And not just Sante, but all of you all, because I'm sure I've had some sort of encounter with every single parent in this room. And I'm very grateful that you all have allowed me to be in here with you all this season. I wish you all the absolute best, from the players to the coaches to the alums, all you all. Appreciate you all for having me here today. And I'm going to try this one more time. We are going to end today's show with one more ad, and then we're going to end our show with our music video by Sunny Trill. But hey, appreciate your time.
You have a good one.
No, you have a better one.
And you know what? Congratulations too.
Oh,
you know what?
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much. You guys, just so you know, you guys are the very first ones.
Really?
So shout out to Morgan Park for being the very first sit-down interview for Iron Nose. So make some noise for yourself. I didn't even know I was going to have an audience, man. This is crazy. Hey, that is Iron Nose. I am Coach Sam. I am out. Good luck to the Morgan Park program. Right. And shout out to Coach DC and the rest of the guys. Talk to y'all soon. All right. I am done. I am leaving Morgan Park right now. I just want to just say, hey, good luck to the guys this season. And make sure y'all check me out on INOs. But we done for the day. We out.
Another year, another list of improbable failures. Couple well-deserved clout and a bunch of familiars. Funny how they banking on success with a bunch of Brazilians. How y'all niggas really want to smoke without paraphernalia? Penning paragraphs about us and we coming to pill ya. Look at that good list of favorite rappers, compare them to real. They got emotions on their sleeve, they wearing them feels. Performing on my slaps on the stage, goddamn but I will. Sandwich an hour had to turn into Amityville. Rapping over vocals at them local shows. Yeah, shout out to Beaker, why they vocalo. Brody kept it silent when all you niggas was silent. Cemetery full of skeletons, couldn't hide in the closet. Always checking for me, but never sending deposits. So I always kept receipts, show these niggas I got it. Lying in they raps, you niggas is Joe Exotic. They go and join the circus, this shit is so ironic. If it's smoke, then it's smoke. Let me know if it's chronic, I can run it by myself. Really no other option. If I push the red button, turn the city to the Compton, got a scope on the K. Poke me and I'ma dot him. Dry slow, nigga. Hey, dry slow, nigga. Hey, dry.